Have you ever comforted yourself with the thought, if I just keep walking, I'll stay healthy forever? Well, brace yourself because what you're about to hear could shatter that comforting myth into pieces. Millions blindly believe daily walking is their golden ticket to strength and longevity. But the truth lurking behind this innocent belief is chilling. Ignore this warning and your daily strolls could quickly become a nightmare. Excruciating knee pain, ruined hips, grinding bone on bone, or a relentless ache in your lower back that turns each step into pure agony. But that's not even the worst part. Push your body beyond its limits repeatedly, and you might unknowingly be placing a ticking bomb inside your chest, one that could explode into a sudden life-threatening heart attack at any moment. This isn't fear-mongering. It's a brutal reality for countless seniors who've suffered because they refuse to see the danger in relying exclusively on walking past the age of 70. Your body at 70 is not what it was at 50 or even 60. Your muscles weaken, joints become brittle, and your heart simply can't handle the repetitive strain without catastrophic risks. Today you will discover the shocking truths that could save your life. You'll learn about 5 essential strategies: strength training, balance exercises, flexibility workouts, mindful movements, and aquatic therapy that could mean the difference between enjoying vibrant health or facing a devastating injury that leaves you bedridden and helpless. We'll also reveal terrifying real-life accounts from seniors who trusted walking alone, only to find themselves suddenly immobilized, hospitalized, and stripped of their independence in an instant. If your goal is to live fully and independently past 70, you cannot afford to miss a single word. But remember, always consult your physician before making drastic changes, especially if you have an existing health condition. Your health, mobility, and very life depend on the information you're about to receive. Don't say we didn't warn you. Consider the case of a woman named Mrs. Henderson, now in her early 70s. She had been walking close to 2 miles every single morning for years. At first, this routine seemed flawless. She was getting fresh air and felt that little bit of cardiovascular challenge. But over time, she noticed a persistent ache in her knees. She ignored it, thinking it was just part of aging or a sign to walk through the discomfort. Eventually, her body gave out, and she tripped on an uneven sidewalk, fracturing her wrist. It turned out that the stress on her joints, especially her knees, had eroded protective cartilage, setting the stage for poor balance and reduced reflexes, both of which contributed to the fall. That injury, along with a long recovery, changed her entire outlook on how to stay fit later in life. While Mrs. Henderson eventually recovered, her experience highlights a dangerous assumption: the belief that more walking automatically equates to better health in older adults. In reality, health after 70 rests on a tapestry of factors: muscle and bone strength, flexibility, balance, proper rest, and of course, safe cardiovascular activity. Too much of any single movement, especially on surfaces that are not joint-friendly, can lead to damage. That is why we're here to shift the conversation from walk to walk a little, but prioritize quality exercise options too. Physiologically, once a person reaches their 70s, the body undergoes changes that younger folks rarely have to think about. Bones lose density, a process accelerated in those who have not engaged in adequate weight-bearing exercise. Cartilage in the joints becomes thinner, increasing susceptibility to arthritis or osteoarthritis. Balance mechanisms, once so automatic, require deliberate attention and training to remain efficient. Cardiovascular capacity can remain strong, but often needs more varied stimulation, short bursts of safe intensity, for example, to stay in peak condition. If you place repetitive stress on particular joints, such as your knees or ankles, without balancing that load with other exercise forms, you can rapidly wear down crucial connective tissues. The World Health Organization published guidelines in 2021 emphasizing that older adults should diversify their activity, including moderate aerobic sessions, muscle strengthening sessions at least twice a week, and exercises that enhance balance. Yet many seniors fixate on walking as the main or only solution. Dr. Michael Greger, in a 2020 medical webinar, pointed out that a more strategic, targeted approach for older adults often yields better results and reduces injury rates. What this means for you is simple: keep walking as one tool in your toolbox, but do not ignore strength-based and skill-based activities that can enhance overall resilience. Fall risk is a major concern for seniors. Harvard T.H. Chan's School of Public Health released a study in 2019, noting that after age 70, the danger of falling increases and the outcome of a fall, be it a hip fracture, wrist fracture, or head injury, can be devastating. While moderate walking has benefits for cardiovascular health, it does not necessarily improve reaction time or fortify the smaller stabilizing muscles that help you regain footing if you slip. Indeed, if you walk long distances while fatigued, you may heighten fall risk, especially if the terrain is uneven. Balance training, on the other hand, directly tackles the muscle groups and mental processes that help prevent a stumble from becoming a disaster. For older individuals with a history of heart issues, too much extended walking can also pose a problem. Movement should match your condition. In some cases, prolonged walks might elevate heart rate beyond recommended levels if you push yourself. Rather than overstress a possibly compromised cardiovascular system, seniors can benefit from shorter intervals of mild to moderate activity, interspersed with rest combined with safer forms of strength building. By taking a balanced approach, you gain the benefits of movement without risking burnout or an acute cardiovascular event. To steer you in the right direction, let us examine 5 core pursuits that can help preserve your mobility, protect your joints, sharpen your balance, and keep you active well into your later decades. These 5 are strength training, balance exercises, flexibility and range of motion, work, mindful movement, and aquatic exercise. You may recognize the terms, but the critical point is how you blend them into your weekly routine. Doing so will lower your risk of a dangerous fall joint damage or even heart attack. On the other hand, ignoring these recommendations could lead to painful outcomes like the story of Mrs. Henderson and cause you to lose the vitality you cherish. Strength training muscle mass erodes naturally as we age, a process called sarcopenia. This muscle loss leads to weakness, reduced metabolic rate, and in many cases, poor balance. The good news is that strength training can slow or even reverse these trends. Lifting small weights using resistance bands or practicing bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups can yield remarkable gains. You do not have to hoist large dumbbells to see improvement. Even consistent sessions with light resistance can protect you from daily hazards. One example is Mr. Ronald, age 74. He spent many years as a bank manager and relied on walking to maintain some semblance of health. As the years passed, climbing stairs became progressively tougher, and he suffered a near fall in his kitchen. Alarmed, he consulted a physical therapist who recommended a modest strength program chair, squats, light resistance band pulls, and seated leg extensions. Within 2 months, Mr. Ronald reported better stability, found it easier to rise from a seated position, and even noticed fewer aches in his knees. Beyond preventing falls, stronger muscles help sustain better posture and reduce the burden on your joints. When muscles are weak, the stress of movement defaults to bones and cartilage. This can accelerate wear and tear on the joints, including your hips, knees, and lower spine. Strength training also boosts metabolism, helping seniors regulate body weight more effectively. Excess weight strains the heart, so by managing it with a combination of muscle-building exercises and safe cardio, you lessen the strain on your circulatory system. As always, start small, possibly with water bottles instead of weights, and consult your physician if you have any doubt about safety. Balance exercises falls are among the top reasons seniors lose independence. A single serious fall can result in weeks or months of rehabilitation, and in worst-case scenarios can lead to permanent mobility issues. Balance exercises specifically target the systems that keep you upright and steady. These systems include the small stabilizer muscles in your ankles and hips, your visual cues, and the proprioceptive feedback that helps you sense your body's position. Simple activities like standing on one leg with support or walking heel to toe in a hallway can gradually strengthen your sense of balance. Ms. Carroll, 75, is a classic example of how beneficial these exercises can be. She walked daily but never addressed deeper aspects of coordination. A minor curb trip caused her to lose footing, and though she only sustained minor bruises, the scare prompted a visit to a trainer. Now she dedicates 15 minutes a day to balancing tasks such as single leg stands and slow controlled squats. Within weeks, she noticed less wobbling and a newfound confidence when navigating uneven sidewalks. More advanced programs include Tai Chi, a slow-moving martial art that integrates controlled movement and breath research, consistently shows Tai Chi reduces fall incidence among older adults. Yoga offers similar benefits with an emphasis on careful poses and alignment. Ultimately, if you do not take the time to build up your balance, you could join the millions who suffer injuries each year, an outcome that might have been prevented with just a few minutes of targeted training, flexibility, and range of motion. Have you ever struggled to pick something up from the floor or reach into a tall cupboard, feeling a sharp pull in your muscles or a stiffness in your joints? As we age, muscles shorten and joints can become less forgiving. While walking might loosen you up somewhat, it does not typically engage the full range of motion in every major joint. That is where flexibility practices come in. Gentle stretches for the neck, shoulders, back, hips, and legs can enhance mobility and reduce chronic pain. Consider Ms. Carla, 76, who found daily tasks increasingly difficult due to shoulder stiffness. She started with slow overhead reaches, chest stretches, and carefully bending down to her toes just enough to feel a gentle pull. Over time, her shoulders regained enough flexibility that she could once again reach overhead without grimacing. According to the World Health Organization, 2220 guidance consistent flexibility work at least twice a week can relieve pain and maintain functional independence. The idea is not to turn yourself into a contortionist, but to ensure that your joints are not locked into a limited painful range. Flexibility routines also improve posture. When you can extend and rotate your spine fully, you stand taller with less strain. Poor posture can lead to compressed discs in the spine, tightness in the neck, and an unbalanced gait that exacerbates joint wear. Consistent, moderate stretching sessions, perhaps 10 to 15 minutes daily, can keep stiffness at bay. If you feel any sharp or shooting pains, pause and consult your physician to ensure you are not aggravating a deeper issue. Overall, these exercises help grease the gears of your body so you can enjoy everyday life without wincing at each movement. Mindful movement. Stress in your 70s can be just as damaging as it was in your younger years, if not more so. The buildup of anxiety about finances, family matters, or health concerns can spike cortisol levels, which in turn impairs immune function and can raise blood pressure. Mindful exercises such as Tai Chi, Qigong, and yoga deliver a 1-2 punch. They gently engage your muscles while helping you regulate stress. Instead of pounding your knees on a hard sidewalk, you move with intention synchronized with deep, calm breaths. A widower named Mr. Lee discovered the power of mindful movement when he joined a local Tai Chi class. Initially, he found it strange to move so slowly, but he soon felt the benefits. His stiff back loosened, his sleep improved, and he felt more balanced walking around his home. Dr. Michael Greger, referencing a 2019 wellness journal, notes that these mind-body connections can be particularly helpful for older adults who either dislike high-intensity workouts or risk injury from them. By focusing on breath control, you can diminish stress, which indirectly protects your heart from episodes of high blood pressure or erratic heart rhythms. Some participants find that these practices also help them cope emotionally, with aging offering a sense of serenity and acceptance. Mental clarity is another reward of mindful movement. As seniors age, brain fog can become more common, possibly from reduced blood flow or chronic tension. Yet gentle routines that emphasize synchronized motion and deep breathing often boost circulation to the brain. This can help clear away mental cobwebs and promote sharper thinking. Whether you prefer a gentle yoga flow or the slow, graceful motions of Tai Chi, this kind of exercise can play a crucial role in well-rounded health. Just be sure to adapt the routines to your physical abilities and consult your physician if you have any underlying conditions that might limit your range of motion. Aquatic exercise. Another gem in the senior fitness world is aquatic exercise. Activities like swimming water, walking, or water aerobics utilize the buoyancy of water to relieve pressure on your joints. Many older adults find relief in the pool because the water essentially cradles the body, minimizing the jarring impact you might feel during walking or jogging on land. This looser environment allows a wider range of motion without the same gravity-induced strain. For Mr. Parker, 73, this was a game changer. He spent decades walking on concrete as a construction supervisor. The unrelenting pounding caused significant hip joint deterioration. When he consulted an orthopedic specialist, he was stunned to learn how advanced his wear and tear had become. The doctor proposed aquatic exercise to reduce stress on the joints while still offering cardiovascular and strength-building benefits. Initially skeptical, Mr. Parker tried water aerobics and discovered his hip pain eased dramatically. He also saw improvements in mood, likely due to both the pain relief and the gentle activity that re-energized him. The water's resistance adds a bonus. Your muscles must work a bit harder to move. So even though you feel less impact, you are strengthening your core, arms, legs, and back. Additionally, the social aspect of water classes can lift your spirits. Many seniors enjoy group aquatic sessions, forging friendships that encourage regular attendance. Of course, if you have specific conditions, such as heart issues or respiratory limitations, get your physician's input on how to adapt aquatic activities safely. Once cleared, it can be one of the most accessible and joint-friendly ways to stay fit. Have you ever noticed this sign comment? I feel it if you relate, I'm safe if not, and add a question for the doctor. Sharing your observations helps others understand whether they too are feeling the subtle signals of overworked joints or imbalanced exercise routines. When you post your comment, you extend a lifeline to someone else who might be unsure about their symptoms. This collective wisdom can spark meaningful change, motivating peers to pivot toward a safer regimen before it's too late. Real-life examples reinforce these principles. We've discussed Mrs. Henderson, who overwalked and ended up fracturing her wrist, and Ms. Carroll, whose daily strolls did not protect her from tripping. Another story comes from Miss Aguilar, age 78, who enjoyed weekly walks with her grandchildren but found increasing knee discomfort. Her doctor noticed quickly a thinning cartilage in her knee joints, rather than cut out activity entirely. Aguilar was advised to reduce long-distance walks and incorporate more balance work, short aquatic sessions, and gentle stretching. Within a few weeks, she felt a world of difference in her knees and her energy levels. The best part is, she did not have to give up walking altogether. She just had to walk smarter. These stories highlight a crucial point: the body likes variety. Too much repetition of any movement can wear down specific joints or soft tissues. By incorporating multiple forms of exercise, you spread the workload across your entire musculoskeletal system. It's akin to a balanced diet. You wouldn't eat the same meal 3 times a day indefinitely, or you'd risk deficiencies. Similarly, relying solely on walking could leave you deficient in core strength, upper body fitness, or flexibility. Your next question might be, how do I integrate all of this without overwhelming myself? To address that, we propose a 7-day plan that balances different aspects of fitness in manageable segments. The outline is just a starting point, adjusted according to your physician's guidance and personal comfort. But these daily focuses can help you prioritize safety and variety. Day 1, strength focus. Consider dedicating about 20 minutes to basic strength routines. One idea is to do 2 sets of 10 chair squats. Use a sturdy chair, lower your body slowly, and then stand up in a controlled manner. This helps activate your thigh and glute muscles. Then perform 2 sets of 12 resistance band curls to stimulate the biceps. Add some seated leg extensions with ankle weights if you have them, ensuring you keep motion slow and steady. These exercises build the foundation for a stronger core and lower body, enabling you to walk with more stability and less strain on your knees. Day 2, balance emphasis. Focus on drills that enhance your equilibrium. Stand on one foot for 10 seconds, leaning on a counter for support as needed. Switch sides and repeat several times. Try heel to toe walking along a hallway, aiming for 10 steps each pass, keeping your posture upright. You might also include short bridging exercises on your back, lifting your hips to bolster core strength. Aim for short sessions that prioritize form over speed. As your confidence grows, you can gradually lessen your reliance on external support. Day 3, flexibility and range of motion. Spend time gently stretching the areas that often tighten up, including your neck, shoulders, hips, and calves. Start with neck rotations. Turn your head from left to right, slowly holding each side for a few seconds. Then reach overhead, interlace fingers, and stretch toward the sky, feeling the elongation in your arms, shoulders, and upper back. Shoulder rolls forward and backward can help relieve tension. End with a few torso twists, ensuring your movements are slow and controlled. This routine keeps your joints and muscles limber, reducing the chance that a sudden move will trigger pain. Day 4, mindful movement. Try a short yoga session. 20 minutes is a great starting point. Focus on breathing. Inhale deeply as you settle into a pose. Exhale slowly as you relax. Classic poses such as mountain pose, chair pose, or even modified downward dog can work wonders for improving posture balance and muscle tone. If yoga is not your style, consider Tai Chi or Qigong. Both blend gentle motion and meditative focus to lower stress and strengthen the body's stability. Make sure you honor your physical limits. If you struggle to stand for long, try seated adaptations. Day 5, aquatic session. If you have access to a pool, use this day to do some water walking or join a low-impact class. Spend about 20 minutes in the shallow end, moving forward and backward at a comfortable pace. Try gentle leg lifts or arm circles in the water for additional resistance. If a pool is not available, consider repeating another session of mindful movement or combining light strength and balance work. The critical point is to vary your routine, challenge your body in different ways, and reduce cumulative strain on the same joints. Day 6, combo day. Dedicate a portion of your day to both balance and strength. For example, do 5 minutes of single leg stands, moving from one leg to the other in short intervals. Then perform 10 minutes of band exercises, resistance band rows overhead, presses with water bottles or simple bicep curls. End with a brief series of stretches to loosen any tight areas. This combo ensures you get a moderate workout that touches multiple facets of fitness without exhausting any single muscle group. Day 7, active rest and reflection. Light activity can still be beneficial on a rest day. Take a short, relaxed walk, focusing on good posture and even breathing rather than distance or speed. Afterward, spend 5 minutes practicing deep breathing, perhaps outdoors if the weather permits. Reflect on how you feel. Are your joints less achy? Is your balance improving? Do you notice any new areas of stiffness that might require more targeted attention? Use these insights to adapt your plan for the following week. Always checking with a healthcare provider if you notice lingering pain. If you want an immediate sense of accomplishment, try the 24-hour challenge. All you need to do is devote 15 minutes to a blend of balance drills, gentle stretching, and mindful breathing. You could stand on one foot for 10 seconds, then switch legs. Follow that with a few shoulder stretches and side bends. Finish with a quick mindful breathing session. Post about it on social media. Let friends know or get a neighbor involved. When you see how quickly you can incorporate these movements, your confidence will soar. Completing this short challenge can set you on a path to sustaining more ambitious goals. Beyond physical movement, nutrition can make or break your fitness progress. Protein-rich foods like legumes, fish, or lean poultry help rebuild and maintain muscle. Anti-inflammatory choices, berries, leafy greens, nuts can reduce joint pain and support heart health. If you have dietary restrictions, talk to a registered dietitian to ensure you get the nutrients you need, especially if you are ramping up muscle strengthening activities. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health 2019 study underscores how balanced meals paired with regular exercise lead to better outcomes in older populations, including lower cholesterol, healthier blood pressure, and even reduced cognitive decline. Schedule your exercises in a planner or mark them on a calendar. Seeing them set in specific time slots makes you more likely to follow through. A routine fosters discipline, which is critical for meaningful results. If you skip a day, take note of why. Was it fatigue, pain, or pure forgetfulness? Understanding your reasons helps you adjust and prevent repeated setbacks. Additionally, pairing up with a friend or family member can increase accountability. Studies show that seniors exercising with a partner often adhere better to their program than those who go it alone. A buddy system also provides emotional support, especially when motivation wavers. Never abandon your doctor's advice. If you have heart disease, diabetes, or other chronic conditions, you may need professional clearance or limitations on how vigorously you can exercise. Pain that is sharp or persistent is a red flag. Listen to it. Stop and seek professional evaluation. A slow, steady approach is far better than pushing through your limits and risking a severe injury. If your physician prescribes medications or physical therapy, integrate those recommendations into your regimen. The objective is to complement, not replace prescribed treatments. The World Health Organization, Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, and physicians like Dr. Michael Greger All emphasize one recurring theme. Variety is the golden rule when it comes to senior fitness. In a WHO bulletin from 2021, experts highlighted how mixing different exercise modes, strength flexibility balance, and aerobic reduces age-related decline. Meanwhile, the Harvard T.H. Chan School 2019 findings reinforce that older adults who diversify their routines have a notably lower risk of falls and improved mental health. Dr. Michael Greger 2020 webcast has pointed out that short, focused sessions of different workouts can be more beneficial than endless, monotonous walks. He warns that ignoring multidimensional fitness can pave the way for inactivity in later years due to chronic pain or recurring injuries. While fear can be paralyzing, especially when discussing hip fractures, heart attacks, or devastating falls, it can also serve as a motivator. Recognizing the genuine risks should spur you to action. After all, spending 5 or 10 minutes daily on balance, drills could be the difference between catching yourself during a slip or ending up in a cast. Stress and worry about potential injuries can drain your mental energy, so why not channel that concern into building a stronger, safer body? If you wrestle with anxiety about these new routines, think about reframing your perspective. Instead of asking, "What if I can't keep up?" Ask, "What if I find a new source of vitality?" By shifting your focus from limitations to possibilities, you open the door to positive change. Of course, if anxiety itself poses a major hurdle, mental health professionals or community support groups can help you develop coping strategies. You might be surprised how many people share these concerns. Setting realistic goals is essential to avoid self-sabotage. If you have walked 2 miles daily for years, it may feel strange to reduce that distance. But you can shift from a 2-mile walk to a 1-mile walk, plus 20 minutes of targeted strength or balance work, and your overall fitness might improve. The new mixture challenges previously neglected muscles and skills. Go slowly at first, especially if new muscles start protesting. Mild soreness is common, but sharp pains, especially in joints, demand extra caution. Beware the all-or-nothing trap. Missing a day or two does not have to derail your entire plan. Life happens. What matters is picking back up and resuming your schedule. Consistency over the long haul is what yields measurable improvements. Whether you are striving to reduce joint pain, improve posture, or enhance cardiovascular health, when you share your experiences, both good and bad, you invite feedback that can refine your approach, ensuring you remain on the safest path. If you suspect that your usual walking routine leaves you with more aches or fatigue, have you ever noticed this sign? Comment, "I feel it." If you relate, "I'm safe if not," and add a question for the doctor. By voicing these insights, you encourage others to reflect on their routines. Perhaps they too are feeling unusual soreness or noticing shortness of breath. By fostering an open conversation, you create a network of seniors who can guide and support each other, swapping tips, sharing success stories, and warning of potential pitfalls. It is also wise to schedule periodic visits with healthcare professionals. A biannual or quarterly checkup can catch budding issues before they spiral into serious concerns. For example, a cardiologist might advise that you cap your walking sessions at a certain distance or speed if you have borderline high blood pressure. An orthopedic surgeon could suggest particular exercises to protect arthritic joints. Physical therapists can guide you on form, ensuring you do not unknowingly harm your body during squats or stretches. If you feel overwhelmed by the number of appointments, remind yourself of the potential cost of ignoring a subtle issue. A sudden fall or debilitating joint injury often results in far more medical visits, bills, and frustration. To encourage collective action, you might share a 7-day checklist challenge on social media or via email. Invite neighbors or friends to attempt it alongside you. Propose a nightly check-in so everyone can celebrate achievements or troubleshoot difficulties. This group dynamic can be powerfully motivating. Many participants find that once they realize how manageable these sessions are, they look forward to them. The next week, they might even expand the time dedicated to each activity. Consistency transforms a short experiment into a healthier lifestyle. After completing your initial 7-day sequence, try a second week, maybe adding slight variations. If balance was your weakest area, do an extra session or two that emphasizes stability. If you notice your arms and shoulders fatigue, quickly incorporate more resistance band work. Keep refining the plan, and you might see tangible improvements in posture, energy levels, and daily comfort. By the end of a month, you could feel stronger, more stable, and less worried about the dreaded consequences of a fall. When friends ask what you have been doing differently, you can proudly explain that you balanced your routine beyond just walking. Let's recap the essential lessons we have covered. First, excessive walking in your 70s can place undue pressure on vulnerable joints and may even strain your heart if done in large quantities without breaks. Second, diversifying your exercise approach with strength, balance, flexibility. Mindful movement and aquatic activities can protect against these hazards. Third, it's not enough to know this. You must do it consistently, adjusting your plan based on your comfort levels, medical advice, and any feedback your body provides. And finally, share this knowledge and your experiences. By doing so, you reinforce your own commitment and offer guidance to others. Below are 3 rapid-fire bullet points to drive the message home. Moderation over marathon. Avoid letting long walks become a single exercise obsession. Reduce distance or pace and mix in other movement forms. Comprehensive approach. Address all major components: strength balance, flexibility, mindful movement, and low-impact cardio to safeguard aging joints and maintain independence. Consult your physician. Never abandon prescribed treatments or ignore sudden pain. Tailor these activities under professional guidance. If you found value in these insights, please show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing this script with someone else who might be on a risky exercise path. Have you ever let fear stop you from trying new exercise techniques? Or have you discovered a balanced routine that revolutionized your life? Let us know in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to finally embrace a healthier, more balanced fitness journey. Here is our final open question to fuel discussion. Which of the 5 activities, strength training, balance exercises, flexibility work, mindful movement, or aquatic routines, do you believe will most dramatically change your health and why? We look forward to hearing your thoughts. No matter your answer, the key takeaway is that you do not have to surrender to the aches and vulnerabilities often associated with older age. By stepping beyond endless walking, you set yourself on a path to stronger joints, improved posture, better mental clarity, and a lower risk of dangerous falls or cardiac issues. Take charge, now consult your physician, and move forward with a plan that embraces the full spectrum of healthy aging. Stay active, stay aware. And here's to a future where turning 70 or 80 does not mean giving up on the activities you love. It simply means practicing them more wisely in harmony with the needs of your body.